Buying a vehicle in the Wabash Valley has never been so easy. Just point, click, and take your pick at DorsetAutomotive.com. New or pre-owned, you call the shots. Go ahead and give it a try. Point, click, and take your pick now at DorsetAutomotive.com.
Really good opportunities for our guys. You have guys that play AAU with really good players and Division I players and stuff like that, and our guys are, none of our guys are scholarship guys, but they're all really good basketball players, and they love to see how they stack up. And we were a little shorthanded today. I think that the difference very much in these games is it's not skill level all the time. It's size and athleticism can get you, and if you don't figure out ways to negate that, then you're going to have the kind of result we had today, which is just kind of getting overpowered down the stretch in the second half.
Questions for Coach?
I thought for a while you were in danger of not getting invited back, though.
Well, we've played a lot of it because I'm old, and I know a lot of guys who are nice enough to let us come and give us these sorts of opportunities. Coach Lansing's a good friend of mine, and Coach McKenna before him was a good friend of mine, so we were over a couple times when Kevin was the coach, and we've been really lucky enough to play pretty well for stretches in these games, and I thought we did today. I thought we played pretty solid basketball at times, but they. We didn't do the things you have to do to negate the athleticism and the size thing, and we didn't contain the drive very well. That really hurt us a lot, and we kind of let them put us on our heels a little bit defensively, and we didn't turn it over a ton, but our turnovers led directly to baskets, and that really kind of got us in the end.
What are you hoping to see from Nate this year?
Nate John? Mm-hmm. Nate John from Terre Haute North?
Terre Haute North?
No. Nate John is an absolute stud. He might be the toughest kid in our program. He is exactly the kind of guy you want to coach every day. He is, he was our starting point guard tonight. He's going to have another guy yapping at his heels for that, but I think we've got two guys that can man that position, and Nate's going to be one of them. He's been a really hardworking kid in our program for the last 2 years. He played off the bench for us last year and did a good job, kind of got his first playing experience, and I thought he was really good tonight for the most part. I thought he handled pressure pretty well. He had a couple really wide open looks that he didn't knock down, that he's capable of knocking down, and he's developing into a really good leader for us.
How good do you expect to be this year?
I don't know. What's interesting about it is we had 3 guys on the bench today that I think were potential starters for us, who were in street clothes, who have experience, and we played a lot of guys who've had no college experience today. The kid who made all the threes didn't have a basket for us last year. So yeah, so we're in a real we're a work in progress in a lot of ways. We probably played maybe a little better than I expected us to play today the first time out, playing a lot of new guys and having guys on the bench with experience who I knew weren't going to dress with the game. So I always expect us to compete for championships, and that's what we talk about every day. We've been the kind of program that can talk about that without snickering, and we want to continue to do that. So I think if we, best case scenario, we put it together and we keep working and we do the things that are kind of the core principles of our program, we'll have a chance to compete in what people might argue would be one of the top 3 or 4 Division III leagues in the country.
What do you think about you?
I really like them. I think they have some great pieces. They have lots of guys that can just beat you off the bounce, and that's what got us eventually. We just couldn't contain the dribble, and then they got guys they sprinkle around on the 3-point line that can all shoot it. So I think Coach Lansing has got them in some really good things that I think really suit their talent and the pieces that they have. They play together really well. They're not selfish at all. They share the basketball, and I think they're athletic enough to develop into a pretty good defensive team too.
Anything else from Coach? Thank you.
go.